Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the set.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59.
I'm here all day.
Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Tatum. And he hits his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the slant.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Back to throw. Tatum. And that is incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team.
Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Look at me. Go, get it.
They'll run on first down. Sellers, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready up. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Stop your whining. Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Hunt. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set, ready, 30 base. Check 59. 80 weapon. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Tatum, and he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 28-yard line.
Topper! Nice!
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 47 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tatum, the quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and count.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Go! 60 outlaw.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hard.
On second down, Sellers only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They give this to Smith on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
1 play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
2nd and 5. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Sellers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Hunt. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Tatum. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Check 48's the mic. Time to go night-night.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. As the first half is winding down, and the Packers get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something as safe as...
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go! Here we go!
Go on, go on.
On first down, Sellers. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Recon, 132. Ready?
They'll run again with Hunt. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, check, 59.
To throw on 3rd down. Tatum gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
91. 164. Five. Switch now.
Off the play fake. Tatum. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on third and long. Tatum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll run on first down. Sellers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Ready. 60-yard.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's the 2nd and 7. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Back to throw. Tatum, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Topper!
Whip. Watch the whip. Jack!
Hey, zoom! Go, zoom!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check X3, 218, chopper. Bravo. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, turn it up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Tatum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, punt. Touchdown, Detroit! Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Check, 48's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
60 outlaws.
Check, 59. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They run right side with Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
Protein snap.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They will run again with Coleman. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Big hold of the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Man, when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go. 8 together. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Set 70, Indy.
Watch tight end.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tatum uncorks and got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And